Hi friends, I'm the vegan. I make a sesame orange dressing based on oranges with a little bit of sesame. They're both very nice together. Both sesame seeds and oranges, I show you, are very high in calcium. And together with vitamin C, calcium and iron especially, also in the sesame seeds, is boosted. That is very nice. So it's a perfect combination, and it's also nice to have just a sesame dressing. I would do that with usually a little lemon and maybe salt and other spices. But also very nice is some combining oranges with sesame and maybe a little bit ginger. I put a little bit ginger now in that dressing, and maybe I will have to use a little bit of water because blending oranges as is, without the peel, would make it pretty creamy. And maybe I have to use some water. Let's see. Should be a dressing, not pudding. Putting 2 oranges and maybe 3 tablespoons or 4 sesame seed. And I begin with 1, 2, 3 of these ginger pieces. That's not too much. It's not even an inch. See? And I have left 1. Maybe I can use it later. I will see if it is enough. But I also have to use the water instead, probably, and then maybe I have to use a little more ginger. But it comes later. Now I blend the oranges. I'm excited to see, curious if it is too thick. Oh, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Let's see. The flavor. It is a bit thick, a little bit thick. But let's see the flavor first now. Oh, the flavor is absolutely fantastic, delicious. I don't know if I would put a little bit water in, maybe a little bit, or depends. Oh, I know what to do. I know if I use it for a salad afterwards, for a nice salad, and in case I take more crunchy and firm ingredients in the salad, like for example I use cucumber or celery or radish or whatever, these firm ingredients, or corn, whatever, then I will use it thick as it is. And in case I use the more tender leaves, like lettuce, I can put some water. But before, I will store it in the fridge in a little glass container like this. I'll show you how I do it. I put it, and you see the dressing right now. You see when it flows into the glass, you see? It's a little bit creamy, but that's nice. Yeah. And it will be very nice. Because using water right now would also make it a little bit less savory. Yeah? The water will dilute it. And I'd rather have it a little bit more savory as is. I could also refine it. When I use it, take it out of the fridge for the salad, I could always put some orange juice in, some lemon juice in. I could salt it if I want. I could put chili in. Many options, or pepper. It's also nice. Orange is different. It's a different direction. Yeah? Pepper is a different hot flavor than chili, and all these options are here now. Yeah? So, but in an amazing dressing, it is definitely super healthy. It's salt-free, it's oil-free. It's very important. I mean, not so important, but it's definitely worth a try. The energy if I use no oil at all and no salt, is so different. Yeah? You can try. It's so light. Yeah? Without oil, oil makes it pretty heavy, I feel. Sometimes I use a little bit, maybe a drop or so, just to make a texture a little bit more creamy, more satin-like, more silky. Yeah? But that is not very healthy. Yeah? Oil is just empty calories. Yeah? And depending on the oil, it can also, as saturated fat, for example, clog the arteries. So there are not many benefits in the oil, aside of the flavor. Depends on the oil, of course, too. But oil is mainly taken away the firm ingredients, the fiber, for example, many minerals, and they are just beginning to explore how different fibers have health benefits. Health benefits in general are huge in fiber. They begin to understand, especially together with fat, yeah, or sugar. Without fiber, sugar and fat are almost poisonous. Yeah. With fiber, they are super healthy and nutrient dense. So the fibers in every plant have different health benefits they begin to understand. So we are learning so much as the more we are getting into the vegan nutrition, yeah, and the huge health benefits. It's the healthiest diet anyway, that far we know already. But the more we go into it in the science also, it hasn't begun really to take off before 2013, 2014, when the big studies have been published, Harvard Medical School of Research and these kind of things. Then also the consumers skyrocketed, and you can read it in a study or in a paper from the Vegan Society of London with their 70th birthday anniversary. They published a little history of the movement, and they said these things, and you can really, the statistics behind is really true. 2014 or 13 was really the beginning of the skyrocketing of the global movement of veganism. It's so different. Together with the studies, medical studies, the first big studies, you know. So it is important, and since then we are beginning to research more and more, to learn more and more, and one of the things is the fiber. So that's why these kind of dressings are so important to me, yeah, to find out they're delicious, super delicious, and they have these amazing health benefits. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe you would like to try this recipe for yourself. I would be so glad to have your feedback, your questions or suggestions, whatever you like. And if you like, also give me a thumbs up and subscribe MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe video every single day and new recipes. And you find me on Facebook too, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter. Hope to see you.